Hey everybody, it's David Pingree. We're out here at Kaweah Creek Raceway today, and we snuck in under the radar a little bit. Husqvarna is doing their international media event today, letting magazine editors from all over the world come out, check out their facilities here in Temecula, California, get a ride on Christophe, Pourcel, and Martin Davalos actual race bikes. And they've got a bunch of the 15 models. Guys can come out and ride and just have fun. So we snuck in. We wanted to get a ride on those factory bikes. So we hopped on some of the production bikes as well, but we wanted to focus on the difference between a production bike and what Pourcel and Davalos are actually racing on the weekends. Well, after we've gotten some time on these bikes, as far as Davalos' 250, I love this thing. The forks on this bike, I want to unclamp them and steal them and take them home. These things are super plush on the initial little chop, but you can go to flat and the things just have a really nice progression to them. Awesome forks. So good job to the WP guys. Hopefully I can talk them into finding out what the setting is and doing something for me down the road. The shock really worked really well too. Not a lot of like sharp chop or big bumps, so hard to get a really good feel on the shock, but they work really well together, super balanced. The motor on this bike, super broad power band on it. Never really has a big hit or hits a spot in the power band where it takes off, but it comes on nice and early and just pulls forever. This thing really revs out far, and seems like there's power everywhere. So you know, it's probably not too exciting when you get on it, but the thing goes. You're flat, putting power to the ground. No issues getting over jumps or anything else. These guys are gonna, I'm sure, get plenty of good starts. As far as the rest of the bike, you know, it's a lot of stuff that's specific to Martin, the bar setup, levers and stuff like that. The front brake, unbelievable. Brembo, their factory edition Brembo brake. The thing is incredibly powerful, but has a really good feel to it, so it doesn't grab you quick and want to throw you over. You can just, the more you squeeze it, the thing will just come to a stop. Super good brakes. Past that, you know, the bike just felt really comfortable. So these guys have done a really good job just getting the chassis set up, making the bike feel balanced. And when you put the suspension, which is amazing, on a really fast engine, I mean, those are your two key components, right? Everything else is just sort of dialing it in for him. In terms of the 450, as far as Pourcel's bike, the motor wasn't really anything crazy from stock as far as the differences. I think more of it is just putting it where Pourcel wants it, and again, it's super broad, that same power band where it comes on right away. You don't need to touch the clutch. Once you leave the start gate, you just leave the clutch alone. There's so much power and torque. You just ride it with the throttle. I think for him, he's got a very strange setup. The bars are rolled way back. His levers are down and super far in. He's just got a very unique setup. I tried about a lap riding it like that, and I had to come in and change it. But it works for him. He goes obviously really fast with it. And the bike itself feels a little harsh initially. If you're just out there cruising around, like the first couple laps, I'm like, oh, this thing is so stiff. The harder you push it, and this is the case with a lot of factory rider suspension, a lot of factory stuff, you got to really push it hard to make it feel good. So the faster you go, the harder you come into bumps, the further out you land into flat, the thing actually gets more plush. So you have to really push that stuff to make it work right. That was kind of what I found with his bike. Again, all the brakes, all the details and everything are really, really dialed in and good. So it was a lot of fun getting on a factory bike. It'd been a little while since I've been on one, and these guys are certainly not lacking equipment. And I'm sure we'll see them all up front at the Nationals the rest of the summer.